Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Have you ever wondered what it really means to see the big picture? It sounds simple, right? But big picture thinking goes far beyond just seeing things from a broader perspective. In today's world, where challenges are becoming more complex and interconnected, whether it's environmental issues, social inequalities, or the rapid rise of technology, we need a way of thinking that allows us to approach these problems creatively and holistically. That's where big picture thinking comes in. Big picture thinking isn't just about identifying the problem. It's about integrating diverse perspectives, analyzing the issue deeply, and finding innovative solutions that address not just the symptoms, but the root causes. It's a mindset that helps us adapt and thrive in an ever-changing world. In this video, we'll dive into what big picture thinking really means, explore its core components, and understand how it can be a game changer, not just in education, but in tackling the real-world challenges we face every day. So let's get started. So what exactly is big picture thinking? Big picture thinking is much more than simply seeing the big picture. It's a way of integrating diverse perspectives and approaches to analyze problems and phenomena comprehensively, ultimately uncovering new and effective solutions. In today's fast-changing world, where increasingly complex challenges arise in the era of the Fourth Industrial Revolution, big picture thinking is essential. It allows us to go beyond the surface of the problems, delve into their core essence, identify connections, and create innovative and practical solutions. To cultivate this mindset, 5 key thinking styles are crucial. The first thinking is design thinking, as a user-centered approach to solving problems creatively. Second is lateral thinking, breaking out of conventional frameworks to explore creative solutions. The third one is metacognitive thinking, reflecting on and improving one's learning processes. Fourth is systems thinking, understanding problems holistically rather than as isolated parts. Fifth one is logical thinking, developing structured, evidence-based reasoning for persuasive conclusions. These 5 thinking styles form the foundation of big picture thinking, but the concept does not stop there. Depending on the nature and context of the problem, additional approaches such as empathetic thinking, ethical reasoning, and creative problem solving can also play a role. In the following slides, we'll explore each of these thinking styles in more detail and discuss how they form the core of big picture thinking. So stay tuned. Design thinking is a user-centered approach that empathizes with those experiencing a problem and develops solutions from their perspective. The design thinking process consists of 5 stages. The first stage is empathize, understand the problem by empathizing with the user. The second stage is define, clearly define the problem and identify the core challenges. The third stage is ideate, freely brainstorm a variety of ideas to explore creative solutions. The fourth stage is prototype, develop tangible prototypes to bring ideas to life. The fifth stage is test the prototypes in real-world scenarios and refine based on feedback. For instance, design thinking can be applied to address issues with school lunches. Students could express their discomforts, clearly define the specific problems, brainstorm ideas for improvements, and create and test solutions in a trial run. This process teaches students not only how to solve problems, but also cultivate their creative and practical thinking abilities. Lateral thinking is an approach that breaks away from traditional frameworks to view problems from completely new angles. While conventional thinking often uses logical, linear methods to solve problems, lateral thinking emphasizes creative solutions through non-linear, intuitive thinking. For example, consider solving a Fermi problem like how many pizza shops are there in Seoul? Instead of relying on exact data, you could estimate the number of shops in one neighborhood and extrapolate that across the city. Lateral thinking focuses on the creative process of approaching and solving problems, rather than finding the exact answer. Metacognition refers to the ability to recognize what you know and what you don't know, and to manage your learning and thinking processes accordingly. Individuals with strong metacognitive skills are more likely to apply their knowledge flexibly in new situations and propose creative solutions. A practical example is using reflective journaling as a training tool. Students can write daily summaries of what they have learned, noting areas they understood well and those they found challenging. For instance, asking what was the most difficult part of today's lesson prompts students to revisit their learning process and identify gaps. This method not only encourages students to memorize information, but also helps them improve by reflecting on and adjusting their thought processes. Additionally, questions like, what strategy can I try tomorrow to address my weaknesses? Promote proactive learning strategies. System thinking is an approach that examines problems not as isolated elements, but as parts of a larger interconnected system. For example, addressing environmental issue isn't just about reducing plastic use. It involves analyzing all related factors such as the production, consumption, and disposal of plastic and understanding their interconnections. Systems thinking avoids oversimplifying complex problems and instead enables long-term sustainable solutions by examining the broader picture. Logical thinking is a core component of big picture thinking that involves structured, evidence-based reasoning to draw persuasive conclusions. One example comes from my first year logic course at Oxford. The professor opened the class with the question, how do correlation and causation differ? We explore this by analyzing various examples and practicing drawing logical conclusions. For instance, we examined data suggesting ice cream sales increases as drowning incidents rise. Our task was to determine whether this was the case of correlation or causation. Through exercises like this, logical thinking goes beyond data analysis to help us understand the essence of the problems and to develop compelling arguments. Design thinking, lateral thinking, metacognition, systems thinking, and logical thinking don't function independently. Instead, they are interconnected and complementary, coming together to form big picture thinking. Ultimately, big picture thinking is about integrating diverse approaches to broaden perspectives on problems and create innovative solutions. To foster this skill, we must move beyond rote memorization and instead encourage students to explore, analyze, and devise their own solutions through a variety of thinking approaches. Ultimately, what we need to change is not what students learn, but how they learn. Education should go beyond teaching students to memorize knowledge. Instead, it should empower them to use big picture thinking to view problems from diverse perspectives and solve them creatively. The true goal is to enable students to apply the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they develop in school to real-world challenges, especially those without clear answers. This transformation isn't just about reforming the education system. It's about creating a new paradigm to prepare society for the future. Today we've explored big picture thinking, a concept that goes beyond accumulating knowledge to help us analyze problems and craft innovative solutions. In the future, what we need is not the ability to memorize correct answers, but the thinking skills to solve problems that lack predefined answers. So why not start practicing big picture thinking in your daily life? Try viewing problems from multiple perspectives, asking your own questions, and crafting new solutions. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. And if you are curious about more topics, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out. See you in the next video. Thank you.